join us. Let's see. So what Tanmay did, 30th of July, he wrote the exam. He got a score of 760. Obviously, every week we can't invite everyone. There's so many scorers. So we had to make him wait for some time. And you can see he's from St. Xavier's College, commerce background. And this is what he had to say. So I'm just stopping the screen share. Tanmay, can you start your camera and let's get started. Hello, can you hear me, Tanmay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Am I audible?
One second. Let me just pin you also so that yes. Hi, Tanmay. Finally,
Hi, sir. Hi, sir.
after such a long time, we get to see each other. Right,
Yes,
right,
sir.
right. Right. So, Tanmay, first of all, congratulations. You could really cross the barrier, and I know it has been a journey for you. So, tell us, first of all, what overall help did you get from the course and how you studied? What were your challenging areas and how much time you took overall?
Yes, sir. So first and foremost, congratulations to you also, sir. So I attribute this success entirely to you only. So you and your entire team, sir. So I don't think so. The score would have been possible without your team support, without your techniques, your
Hmm.
guidelines. So initially, sir, coming to my struggle, so initially I started with self-study. So I took
Hmm.
Manhattan materials, etc. I did OG, but
Hmm.
the accuracy was not improving at all. So then
Hmm.
when I joined your coaching, so it was a drastic shift for me. So I got
Hmm.
to know that the level of preparation that is required for this exam. And coming to my weak area, sir, uh, coming to quant, so since I'm from a non-engineering background, so I had my issues with quant. So I faced a lot of issues in geometry,
Hmm.
numbers, etc. But again, your material, your way of approaching questions, it helped me a lot, sir. It helped me a lot.
Right.
And coming to verbal, sir, CR was relatively fine, but RC Octave really helped me a lot. So I could actually Octave was such, the application of Octave was such that it formed in the back of my brain only. So even today, even now, when I was going through that passage, I'm out of practice since last 2 weeks. But again, I can sense that Octave. I'm able to apply Octave. So that is the that is the deep depth of that method. And SC, sir, your SC marathon videos helped me a lot. So,
Mhm.
like the way you approached each and every question, and how to break down the questions, the basic
Right.
class. Like I like since you give opportunity that to view the same class multiple times. So I got the opportunity to view the entire SC basic twice. So I took
Right.
advantage of that opportunity. Not everyone offers that kind of opportunity like you do.
Mhm.
So I did the classes again, and then gradually spending a lot of time, my accuracy.
But the biggest challenge in that case was probably sentence correction only, right?
Yes,
That's how I can probably.
yeah, yes, so I think if I'm not wrong, I sent 150 to 200 mails, more than that, like doubts to
Mhm.
the doubt ID. So
Right.
the doubt support was so great that I think within 2 hours I used to get reply, and a detailed reply. So it's not
Right. Right.
a very small, not a small kind of reply, but very detailed reply and tailored to my question. So it was not a copy paste
Right.
reply, but it was a tailored to my question reply, and those replies really helped me a lot. So, and
Right.
not even once, the reply was such that why are you questioning so much, or that kind of attitude was not there. So the team was more than welcome to entertain my queries, and the team helped me a lot.
Thank you for that. Really, really happy. Tell us your actually mock experience towards the end and then the exact exam experience. Yeah.
Yes. So, sir, in the mocks, I was scoring around 730, 740. In that range, I was scoring.
Right.
And it was relatively the same. So every mock I gave, relatively the same score was there, 730, 740. And coming to the exam experience, sir, again, sir, like all your students, sir, I didn't come across anything very new. So in verbal was I think very smooth for me. So
Mhm.
more or less, whatever your techniques, whatever your approaches, it helped me each and every question. So in SC, if the preferences I have to apply in last, so I did that.
Mhm.
All cause and effect, all breaking down the sentences, identifying the modifiers. in RC, how to verify each and everything. So basically, I just had to use your techniques, nothing else. So it was that kind of simple.
So you really had to trust the process. That is all that you did probably, and work hard obviously, but trust the
Yes.
process essentially.
Yes, and
Okay.
just rely on your materials, sir. So I didn't have to go anything beyond your materials. Your material were more than enough for me. I think it like to all those who are listening to me also. So like a top 1% material is more than enough. You don't have to venture anything out of that.
Right. And Tanmay, what was the order of sections you took? Was there any anxiety or nervousness, or was it pretty smooth this time? Let me know.
Yes, so sir, actually my exam started a bit late, so there were some connectivity issues.
Mhm.
So that kind of played in my mind also, and I started with verbal and then quant. So yeah, initially, sir, 5 6 questions, the anxiety is there, but as soon as you get into the mood, then it is fine. Like then you don't have
Mhm.
time to think about anxiety, etc.
Also, and in your quant section, also you said you had challenges. So while preparing, was data sufficiency your bigger challenge? Was problem solving your bigger challenge, or some topics were just too tricky for you? What was it like this time?
Yes, so some topics, numbers and geometry were trickier for me, and I'm from a non-engineering background, so I had to do everything from scratch. And most important, your TS trap session.
Mhm.
So that is very helpful because in the higher
Mhm.
as you move on to the move as on you move on to the sections, then you will realize that they give a lot of traps. So,
Mhm.
understanding this trap, I don't think so. Any coaching institute will teach you the traps like you do. So,
Right.
you really taught me how to, identify the traps, and I could identify the traps in the exam also. So that really helped me a lot.
Right, right. And was 760 slightly over your expectation, or was it the start that you thought you'd get? Because it's 730, 740 is what you were getting. So on a
Yes.
good day, probably plus 20 happened for you. So
Yes. That's true, sir. 760 was way beyond my expectations, sir. But
Mhm.
deep inside, sir, I knew that when I joined your course itself, so I knew that
Mm.
you were preparing me for 760 or more.
Mhm.
So I
Actually,
knew it.
your score 50, 44 sometimes gives 770 also. So that you would have seen in many score reports also. So
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah, you were saying something. Yes.
yes. So deep inside, sir, I knew that I can score 760 because if my teacher is preparing me for 760, it means that it is possible. So deep inside, I knew that yes, it's possible. But yes, it was a pleasant surprise for me.
Superb, superb. And one more thing, did you rely on a portal extensively, or was it mostly the official material and mocks that you relied on? Just wanted to know very clearly.
Yes, sir. So I relied on your portal extensively. So I gave a lot of sectional tests. I gave a lot of mocks, and those questions, it prepared me for the worst because those questions are generally tougher than the ones which is generally
Mm.
tested on GMAT. And I
Mm.
felt that it's actually good because you are making us go through those tougher questions. So it really helped me in the easier questions. So I felt the actual question easier.
Oh, that's really, really awesome to hear. Any particular tips you will have? Do this or don't do this for the future aspirants. That this you should do definitely, and this you shouldn't do. Maybe some mistakes you made that you would want others to avoid. Maybe some things you did worked out really well for you. So maybe two or three do's, or two or three don'ts, if you could sum it up, please.
Yes, sure, sir. So, sir, the biggest two I would say is just to blindly rely on whatever sir's methods, blindly rely on whatever sir is teaching, blindly rely on sir's materials. So you don't have to question whatever sir's methods or anything. uh, Someone else who might have aced the exam may tell you something else, but you don't have to be disturbed by those thoughts. You just have to rely on what sir is actually teaching, what the technique sir is actually teaching, because he has been doing this since a lot of years, and many people are getting results. So even you can get results. If I can, even you can get results. And secondly, I would say that be consistent. That is also very important. So if you take a break from your study preparation, then it hampers the flow. So
Right.
just be consistent.
And what you should not do according to anything that you did that you now feel that, okay, I should have approached it differently. Would you advise differently, or whatever you shouldn't do? Simple, whatever comes to your mind.
Shouldn't do such same thing only because like don't take extensive breaks from your preparation. So
Mhm.
don't break the flow. That's the same thing. Basically, the do
How
is
many
doing
hours
the
with work could you take out to study? Like,
it was very hectic, sir, because sir, in the work, like to take out time for GMAT, sir, it was a big challenge. So in the
Mhm.
work, sir, I never used to do engage in informal discussions with anyone, no chit chat, etc.
Mhm.
No tea, coffee breaks also. So basically, that allowed me to complete the work on time, and I could leave office on time. So that allowed me to
You were in that
spend
zone
most.
of preparation, basically full time. You were in that
Yeah, yeah.
GMAT zone, basically.
Yes,
That's really
exactly.
nice.
So I used to wake up at what 5:30, study 2 3 hours, then work, then leave work on time, and then again come, and extensively on weekends. That's how.
Superb to know. Superb to know. So thank you. And I think you're already talking to Autry for the
Yes.
admissions bit. You're applying this year. How many years of work ex do you have overall?
So I around 5.
5. So you'll be applying now. Obviously, no point waiting. Got the
Yeah, yeah.
score and everything.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Do keep in touch. Finish the Know the World videos before your interviews, and this you will really, really feel that there's a lot more that you can really do. Absolutely stunningly well in the interviews. Do keep me informed. Thanks for your time, Tanmay. We might also invite you for the GMAC association that we are doing. So on there.